It was on the 27th of January, on day before yesterday, a senior TPLF leader, Mulugeta Gebrehiwot Berhe, spoke on phone with Alex de Walle. Alex de Walle is a British researcher and executive director at World Peace Foundation. He has worked extensively on the political developments in the Horn of Africa. Viewers. Alex de Walle has shared recording of this telephonic conversation. It was a 25-minute long telephone call, viewers. What did Mulugeta say about the war in Tigray? What is happening on ground? Viewers, 5 main points have been mentioned by Mulugeta Gebrehiwot Berhe in his conversation with Alex de Walle. I'll discuss all these points one by one. Firstly, viewers, Mulugeta Berhe is one of the key leaders of TPLF. He was part of guerrilla warfare in the 1980s. He has served in senior positions in TPLF governments, and he has written some papers as well. Alex de Walle is labeled as pro-TPLF by ENDF supporters, viewers. But he has worked extensively on political developments in Africa, especially in the Horn of Africa, viewers. Now, the 5 points mentioned by Mulugeta in his conversation. Firstly, viewers, Mulugeta said that TDF, Tigray Defense Forces, were heavily outnumbered by Eritrean and Ethiopian forces. According to Mulugeta, when the fighting in Tigray started, TDF had only 23 battalions. One battalion has around 1,000 soldiers, while Eritrea launched 40 divisions. One division has around 10,000 soldiers. ENDF also launched dozens of divisions. Then thousands of fighters from Oromia, Amhara and Somali region also joined. So in terms of number, according to Mulugeta Berhe, Tigray Defense Forces were heavily outnumbered by Eritrean and Ethiopian forces, despite being crippled in terms of numbers. According to Mulugeta Berhe, TDF has worked miracles so far. Secondly, viewers, he talked about Emirati drones. He said that Emirati drones inflicted heavy losses on Tigray Defense Forces. Supply lines, logistics, military convoys, military vehicles, even leaders of TPLF were targeted by Emirati drones. That is why TPLF decided to shift to guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla warfare was adopted firstly to protect against UAE's drones, and secondly to protect civilians. Thirdly, viewers, he talked about Eritrean forces. He said that all the wealth accumulated by Tigray over the years had been looted by Eritrean troops. Schools, hospitals, clinics, institutions had been ransacked by Eritrean troops. Agricultural produce had been looted by Eritrean forces. And Ethiopian forces were relying on Eritrean forces because, according to Mulugeta, thousands of ENDF troops who were Tigrayans had been sidelined and removed by ENDF senior officers. That is why, in terms of numbers, ENDF forces are also crippled and they are relying on Eritrean forces. And the day Eritrean forces leave Tigray, ENDF will fall apart. This is the position of Mulugeta. Fourthly, viewers, he called upon international community to intervene in Tigray region of Ethiopia on humanitarian grounds, just like it did in Kosovo. Lastly, viewers, he talked about current situation of fighting in Tigray. He said that near Idaga Arbi town in central Tigray region of Ethiopia, a whole division of Ethiopian and Eritrean forces was destroyed by Tigray fighters in just 15 minutes. In 3 previous videos, I informed you about fierce fighting near Idaga Arbi, viewers. Mulugeta confirmed that heavy fighting did take place near Idaga Arbi. Lastly, he was asked by Alex de Walle about whether he is in touch with the world. Does he know what is happening in the world? He said that he had an old made in Malaysia transistor, and this transistor keeps him in touch with world news. You can listen to this conversation. Just type Mulugeta Berhe conversation with Alex de Walle, and Google will direct you to the website which has this podcast available. Thanks for watching.